Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Ark Survival Evolved. Now, you join me at the character creation screen because, of course, I had a character on here that has died. I am on a online server right now. So, yeah. See, the thing is, I'm thinking I want to try the western side because I know the north is like just instant death for low level. I think we'll try the western side. The south is completely populated. My goal is to try and get inland. Is my objective. Now I'm gonna make some small tweaks here and there, but nothing really too major. I'm actually gonna cut all this out and come back when I'm ready to start. Okay, so I'll be back as soon as I am done faffing about with my new character. Okay? Alrighty, we're back. And you'll notice a few small changes, but nothing serious. That, of course, was my record button. So, I say we get started on the west side. Now, I do have a bit of a problem in that I have to keep recording until I can build a hut. Really? Unfortunately, they put me on the south side. You jerks. I think they put me on like the far end west side. So I have exactly 0 points. Okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of those. I'll keep the hat. Let me see. Current weight is 0. So I need enough points to build. So I need to be at least level, I think level 10. 5 or 10. Okay. So I can build a hut. So I can stay alive. Now, unfortunately, we're going to run into a bit of lag because, of course, the servers are, well, servers. However, there is something really interesting I want to show you guys that I found out in my single-player game, right? So you see how when I punch the tree, it varies between left and right fist, right? Watch this. So the first-person animation and the third-person animation are impressively different. But apparently, I am not gaining any weight. Which I know there's going to be a lot of women out there going, that's awesome. But it's also a bit concerning, considering all the stuff that I've collected. Well, I guess it's not a lot. I need to craft that. Okay, good. So I have more than enough thatch for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this in a manner befitting all the stuff that I've recently talked about in my single-player campaign for surviving. I won't be getting a fireplace. I won't be getting the fireplace until I'm level 2, because I don't really need it. Firstly, even with the food things like cranked all the way up, so like I'll go hungry really quickly, I can collect berries. Yes, it takes forever, but you know what? That is just the way of things. I mean, it's not like I'm doing a lot of moving around right now at level 1. You should be going up to level 2 here in a bit. And when I say level 2, of course, I mean level 3. seems like this server has downgraded the XP gain and stuff like that. Let me see if I can actually see what all they've done. No. Rain. Okay. There's someone's campfire. I'm not gonna mess with it. Finally. So I need... Oops, no. So for the time being, I'm gonna go up in health. And what I need is these two. I need a hatchet and the spear. I need a weapon and a means to craft more items. So I'm thinking this stuff's like level 5. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's level 5. That's level 3, so we should be good. Yeah, we should be good after level 3, which isn't too bad. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have enough points at level 3 in order to really do anything. So now I need to find some stones to hack away at. And because, of course, my goal is inland, I say we start heading inland. Now, contrary to popular belief, everybody seems to suggest that going inland is a terrible idea when you're low level. That's true. Basically, only death and destruction awaits you inland. However, the problem is, because of that, as you can clearly see, on the shores, I'm never more than about 6 inches away from someone's base. Servers. It's another reason why I don't really like to play online. So much depends on other people. Let's see. There is a raptor. I'm only next to your base because there's a raptor over there. And although I went up in health, I am not going to be able to kill him. Fuck life. See, and that's one of the things that I have to say I actually kind of like about that. Is that here's this bridge that anyone can use, and he's like, hey, look, you know, if you have some wood, I'd greatly appreciate it. Actually, in all honesty, I really can't sleep until I am level 5 because I need to make a bed. I'll need some way of actually saving the game. I mean, at the very least, the hut will make sure that I should, in theory, stay alive. And that's all I really need. I'm trying to get over to that, but of course, doing so is proving to be a little bit more difficult than it otherwise needs to be. Man, this thing is just so jumpy. Probably because I'm recording. So there you have, at the very least, the spear. Now, there is actually a slight advantage to this in that, dang, it's gone. In that the spear does give me a little bit of range as far as being able to attack stuff from a distance. Actually, to tell you the truth, I'm getting... I was about to say, wait a minute. There should be another hut around here somewhere. We're still pretty close to the shore, so... I do wish it would show my location on here, but of course that's an option that has to be selected at the start of the server. Also, you'll note no crosshairs. So let's see if we can't get ourselves another level here. We're gonna have to start attacking some stuff, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because the odds of my death are actually quite high in that case. And actually I like to kind of keep some of the untamed herbivores around because it makes life easier when I run into, say, an untamed carnivore. I always like to put my berries down on my hot bar, as you guys have no doubt noticed, because it just makes things a lot easier when it comes to trying to consume food. There was a dodo around here somewhere. There you are. I have to be careful not to hit the turtle, because the turtle will fight back. That's one dead. Ugh. Man, level 32 dodo, huh? I might just have to kill some dodos. There we go. And me personally, I always gather with the hatchet, because I will get to a point where my meat supplies are quite literally overflowing. And at the very least, I can almost always use hide. Okay. Get this parasaur. The way it was moving, kind of glitching around, it seemed like a raptor there for a moment. So, I think we'll go up again in health. Now, we'll put this one in stamina. Alright, so I have a few options here as far as what I want to grasp. The clothing would be excruciatingly helpful, but because my goal is the house, to build a small house, then it only makes a bit more sense to go ahead and get the thatch foundation, walls, and door frame. Although I'll probably get the foundation, roof, and wall, and then save the door frame for last, because at the very least, that way I'll have, you know, all of that. But this is my primary objective, is that bed. So I have to wait 2 more levels. Now, fortunately, it's not been that long, so I think we'll go ahead and get this stuff. And that will, at the very least, allow me to make a temporary shelter to shield thyself from the cold and harshness of the environment. So what am I looking at for another spear? I need some more wood, don't I? Yeah. Because the problem is those spears are crap. Really. I mean, let's be honest, guys. The spears suck. Actually, I do wish they would add... So, like, I found some mods on the workshop. And there's one that I actually do wish they would add, which actually wouldn't be too bad and would make a lot of sense. It's the explosive arrows, right? And I got to thinking, right, because the problem is I added them on, and I was like, man, where is it? I can't find it. Turns out it's level 70. So, like, I can't use it. Which, of course, defeats the purpose. But, like, an explosive arrow, even if it doesn't do a lot of damage, would be awesome, because it'd be easy to make. So, like, all you would need is some spark powder and an arrow. And when you shoot it, it's just like, poof. So, like, maybe it does, like, so if a regular arrow does 1 damage, this does 10. You know? Or 5, or whatever. Like, I mean, the damage on it doesn't have to be insane. Just like, I mean, maybe it doesn't even do extra damage, it just does a knockback. That would be so awesome. I actually need to figure out what the push to talk button is. So we've got a few more huts here, which of course is to be expected. I'm actually going to have to get into a legit fight at some point. Oh, wait. Wait for it. See, if I can get in the first few swings... and I stand a better chance of winning the fight. And of course with the Dilo. Float like a butterfly, sting like Ali. Good lord, what level are you? '96! Holy hell! Now here's the thing, right? It took that long for me to kill this thing. To hide. Like, that is totally not worth the effort of fighting. Holy hell, that thing was level 96? Ah. That's a lovely sound. Hopefully you guys didn't catch that, but I'm sure as good as my mic is, it probably did. What do we have here? We have what looks to be, yeah, that is definitely a Rex. Attacking a couple trikes, so that's fantastic. is the blue one? That's the green one. So yeah, that's got to be the blue one. Sun glare. Ah, yes. Which, of course, brings me neatly onto a topic that I wanted to discuss with you guys. So, lens flare, okay? Lens flare only happens to lenses, okay? The human eye is not going to get the ridiculously bright lens flare that this game is so amply known for. Now, fortunately, they seem to have dialed it back a bit. I mean, that's a whole lot better than it was. But even still, good lord. Alright, so the thing is, we've got a small base there. I might be able to make the swim over to that island without being murder, death, killed by some piranha. The reason I say that is because there is a base over there, and where there's a base, that usually means the area has been cleared of piranha. So there's one right there that is mysteriously on the beach. So unless that's a tamed piranha, which of course you can't tame them, I like how it looks like it has, like, 6 eyes. Do you see that? I so didn't grab you. So they're only good for meat, but fortunately he was also good for a level, which is primarily the reason why I wanted to kill him. So I can now get some clothing. And a door frame. Although, should I get the door frame? Yeah, I should get door frame because I don't have any more points. Okay. But anyway, I have clothing now. Oh, I made the pants and didn't check to see if I had enough to make the shirt. Aw. That means my girl's gonna have to walk around without a shirt on. Damn. Note to self. Add smiley face. Damn. Switch to the freaking spear. Come on. Freaking killed by ants. Bull. 72! Look at that! Like, dude, that is ridiculous. And of course it puts me right back where I was at. Maybe a little bit slightly farther down the beach, but even still. Of course, now I've got to get all the way back there. Now the good news is I just made those pants too. They were designer, you know. I am missing a stone. Stone. I got the stone. Stop it. Two, three. Thank you. You had another 5 thatch in you? You freaking jerk. Obviously, we are missing quite a few bits. Actually, really just the flint. But I really should grab some more wood if I can, but the flint is way more important. Great. See, now I've got to go all the way. See, the only thing I can think of is like the primary reason why you would build near an obelisk is if you plan on fighting the creature spawned by the obelisk. And you'll want to build up a base like right next to it so that way you don't have to travel very far. All I want to do... So there's that pterodon that has not moved. Ah, okay, it's tamed. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, dude, that pterodon has been sitting there for a worryingly long amount of time. Yeah, I would give you wood, dude, to help you with this bridge, but the problem is I don't have any wood. Is there anything underneath there? I suspect the answer is going to be yes, but... And actually having it like that high up is actually really cool, because as you saw, I could fill up my water jug and run across at the same time. Which you're not supposed to run when you're hot, but you know what? I know. I'm supposed to be collecting some flint, but I wanted to make sure I had enough wood, too. Dang, what am I missing for that? Wood. Wood and fiber. Which, of course, I have 0 fiber. So I was killed by level 27 ants, or 72 ants, as the case may be. See, this is the thing with these servers being online all the time, is the animals are constantly leveling up, even when you're not here. So when you come back online, you're like, hey, cool, I'm just gonna go traipsing into the forest. Da-dee-da-dee-da. Ooh, what's that? It's a group of ants. Well, they're not gonna be a problem for me. I'm level 20. And then it turns out that they're all level friggin' 72 or 160 or whatnot. And you're like, okay, I just got murder owned by a whole bunch of ants. And then, like, if you do manage to kill them, like that level 96 Dilo that I killed. I have it on recording, so there is proof that it was level 96. Yeah, like, there's no real benefit in it. I mean, something of that level, at the very least, I'm not asking for extra resources, but let me go up, like, 2 levels for killing something that was quite literally 97 levels ahead, above me. Or, I'm sorry, that was like, what, 90... Because I was level 3, I think? It was like 96 levels. No, 93 levels. Math. I can't do math at 8 o'clock in the morning, people. I've actually come to the terrifying conclusion that I can't do math, period. It's not that I can't do math, it's that I don't do math. So, like, what happens is my brain just goes, okay, here's the answer. Like, oh, that's what you want to know? Here's the answer. Like, well, how did you reach that answer? Don't ask me. I didn't solve it. My brain was just like, bam, answer. Get a couple spears going. Problem, of course, being that I need fiber. Oh, dang it, I did it again. Made the pants without making the shirt. Maybe that topless joke is what got me killed. So fun. In the interest of political balance. There. She has a shirt on now. Are you all happy? I hope you are. Because you've just ruined my dream. And to tell you the truth, that is partially kidding. And oddly enough, it's not as much as you would think. I say it should be as much of an option for women as it is for guys. You know, like, I mean, I think that is one of the dumbest things ever. You know, like, I mean, and I know I've brought it up several times in several videos, but it's just like, come on, people. Like, you want to argue, well, some women don't want to see other women topless. Fine. But you know what? I don't want to see guys go without shirts on either. But yet, it's okay. Like, I mean, like, legitimately, I know that saying that it's okay for women to go without shirts on would be, like, excruciatingly controversial, which is why I wouldn't say that. I would say that it's now illegal for any man to go around without a shirt on. He needs to have something covering his chest. Like, I'm sorry, like, you know, I don't want to see that. I thought about it too, like doing like a show where, like, every time there's a shirtless guy, like, we censor it. I mean, just for the absurdity, well, mostly for the absurdity and mostly to prove a point. You know, I always thought that would be hilarious. And I'm right, it would be hilarious, but, you know, it would only really be hilarious to me. Right. So, with a bit of effort and work, we've managed to make it back to where those murderous ants were at. My problem now is that I have no way of combating said ants. And I'm starting to get hungry. But that's bound to happen because it's cold. But that's what the berries are for. I mean, look at this. I mean, I've been playing this long, and I'm just now at the point where I'm, like, legit almost about to starve. Berries, bam. Now, it's like 1.5 per berry. So, if your hunger is 100, you need approximately 75 berries in order to fill back up. See, I'm debating whether or not I want to cross back over there again. Because those were some super murderous ants. And they hurt my feelings by killing me. However, my old body is over there somewhere. Always gotta watch for those piranha. I know, I know. So there lies a lifeless corpse. The thing is, over said lifeless corpse is a group of freaking ants. They're either ants or dragonflies, and I'm wagering those are the freaking ants. Look, I'm not worried about the whole stamina thing. Just let me hit them. Good lord. And, of course, my spear broke. Oh, finally. So those two are dead. It's the flying ones that are the worst. Oh my god, they're dead. They're dead. And unharvestable, apparently. So you guys are seeing this. I want to point it out. I mean, I am legitimately hitting them. Oh my god. Okay. Dragonfly. So, take... Look, say what you want, but obviously that version of me was weak. This version of me is strong. And as we all know, the weak are nothing more than food for the strong. So I can get... Crap. Yeah, you guys are seeing my problem. Now the thing is, I need the slingshot in order to get the bow for some strange reason. Now fortunately my next level isn't until level 10, so I've got 5 levels to collect all the extra stuff that I need, but I need that sleeping bag, especially if I'm going to get the bed. So we'll get the sleeping bag, that leaves us with 5. And I think we'll just hold off from there. Can I collect now? What about with this? Well, that sucks. Firestorm Raiders, huh? So, despite all of the warnings and red flags, I'm going to continue my trek inland. And we shall simply hope not to die. I would actually prefer to do this in the morning. Unfortunately, I need to be fairly quiet because I could swear I'm hearing footsteps. Now, if you're wondering why I'm not using a torch right now, A, the torch is pretty costly. I mean, early on in the game, it can be fairly costly. Now, I understand that YouTube makes things excruciatingly dark. So for you guys, I will whip out a torch. I mean, I know it's 1 wood, 1 flint, and 1 stone, but you gotta think, how am I gonna get the flint? You know, I have to first craft the pickaxe in order to get the flint. So, like, there are legitimate reasons why I normally don't use a torch, but I will use a torch for you guys, because I'm sure you guys can't see, because I can barely see. Now, if there's a good enough view up here, without some murderous dinosaurs, we may consider building up here. Now, I am going to process and upload all of this as one solid video, right? So death included. This way you guys, dang, somebody's already built up here. This way you guys get to see what exactly it takes to gain something vaguely resembling a foothold. And I'm going to be doing a lot of solo, like without the assistance of other people. Where did you go? See, it seems to me like they're damaging me when I attack them, and I still can't harvest them. Although that's it. If I get experience points for whacking these guys, let's see something here. I was not swinging at you, and you know it. There. Suck turtle. I've been doing a lot of running around, which of course is the big problem. Damn. So of course my energy is going to drain. Ugh. See? See what I mean? There's no way that's West Side Zone 2. That is so South Side. Like, right here. That is claiming West Side Zone 2. Like, yeah, my butt. Look at that. Okay, so look. South 1, West 1. I mean, those are literally right on top of each other. There is no way that is zone... Good Lord. All that said, I like this. I like the fact that it does show you that now. See, okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Although zones 2 and 3 are quite literally right next to each other. I mean, you would think zone 1 would be up here somewhere. Alright. Ow. Yes, I know. I was killed by the super ants and dragonflies of death. Stupid Super Saiyan freaking animals. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. For the sake of argument, and because this has been going on for a little over an hour now, I've got everything I need to build a temporary shelter. Now, when I say temporary shelter, what I mean is exactly that, a temporary shelter. So what I need is a foundation, which is going to be thatch, wood, and fiber. And of course that thing's running away from something. So, yeah. There's that. And of course I lost all that hide that I had. Not that I had a lot of it, but... Okay. Stone. Who's got the stone? Fiber, no. Narco berries, no. Niju berries, no. More fiber, no. Really? No stones, huh? Alright, down to the beach. Where in a pinch, you will always find at least one stone. Okay. Hopefully that wasn't that dude's tree. Because if it was, well then, sorry. So I'm going to start trying to do a little bit more online play. Chiefly because it's just... I mean, the single player server is really just kind of like dull and boring. It really is. So what I need is I need a rock. Much like that rock. Or that rock. Or any of these rocks, really. Now hopefully that scorpion's not still behind me. Otherwise this is gonna suck. Wait. Oh, damn it. And you wonder why I build on top of rocks. That's why. A great addition, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about the addition of the ants, but what I am complaining about is their frequency to be able to kill you. I mean, heck, at the very least, starting off you were sort of alright early on in the game. You're like, okay, just, you know, avoid anything with sharp pointy teeth. You're good. Now it's like, nope. You start the game, your odds of death are 100%. Okay. So we have a whole bunch of dilos down that way. So I need fiber. No. Fiber. Unfortunately, I'm also going to need some hide. Because I am going to eventually have to go dilo hunting, but... that's for later. Yes, I'm aware that there is a sickle in the game, but of course, for anyone who's aware that there's a sickle in the game, you will also be aware of the fact that I can't get it without a smithery. And I can't get the smithery for quite some time. Now, I could help those trikes out in killing those raptors. Because, of course, the raptors will win otherwise. Or I can just claim that it's not my problem and simply walk away. Just walk away. Dang. I need 3 more wood. Hell you do. See, I wonder if the soldiers are the only ones that can poison you. 'Cause that would be awesome if they are. It would make my life so much easier. Still can't harvest them. I ain't even gonna bother trying at this point. Like, I'm done. Like, no more harvesting. Those things drain stamina, but unfortunately stamina is not the most important thing. It is actually health. Actually health. However, we have 13 points, so I say we get ourselves some arms, some legs, and a hat. I actually really could have gotten a bed, but you know what? Damn, that needs 25 freaking hide. Oh. Hello. Why don't we actually get some armor as well? That's a standing torch. Someone... Well, I need hide. That's for sure. We all know pants will protect you against a Dilo attack. Now, trust me, dude, you're going to be eating on that thing forever. Really? Come on, dude, you should totally be knocked out by now. was just trying to build up my stamina there. Dude. I have faced other Dilos before at higher levels than you that have been out cold by now. And dead. And I've been on my way. Come on. No, I'm not trying to tame him either. Oh my god. That took way too long. Teabag nothing. Actually, in all honesty, I probably should just leave this thing. Like, let it be. Not even worry about it. But, I really need that hide. What do I need? I need a tree. Okay, what else do I need? Flint. Cursed flint. Okay, what am I missing for the next one? Fiber, naturally. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill this thing. That's all that really matters. Watch my spear break before it dies. Okay, I'm sorry. Hang on a second. 700 life. Oh my god. Actually, I'm wondering if there may not be a small issue with damage. No, it is going down. Okay. Actually, let's see something here. So that's 62.6, yeah? That's still 62.6. Still 62.6. Okay. Right. So, are you guys seeing the issue here? I've poked this thing more times than I can count, and its life bar is not dropping. Fine. We'll leave it. And, of course, we leave it just in time. Hey, you. I need you to stay out. So I need to wait for this thing to drop down, collect that stuff, and then be done with you. Will you die yet? $62.6. Yep. I think we have a title for this video. So, apparently I have a problem killing stuff on this server, which is fun. I'm sorry if you guys heard that weird sound. I have a slushie and it's starting to melt because, of course, I haven't messed with it in several minutes. And it's right next to my microphone. you. Saves me from having to craft this stuff. However, I actually really desperately do need to get some sort of thing going now because, of course, I now have all the necessary things to survive. Now, what is this? Yeah, it does way more. So it's like I got... Oh, good lord. Gotta get down to the water. Actually, no, I collect some berries. Press Q. There. That'll tide her over for a little bit at least. I'm really glad they added the sickle for collecting fiber. It makes life so much easier. However, I do wish they would add some sort of element for collecting berries other than a mount. Because the stego can collect berries like crazy, but as a person, again, you only have your hands to collect the berries. And of course, as I just demonstrated, good lord, you can survive for about 2 hours without little butt munch. It's just you and me. Come on. Yeah. Didn't like those odds, did you? So, here we go. Let's see, I'm going to sit here until my health regenerates. Alright, what do I need for the foundation? I can make the walls, yay! But of course the walls do me no good without the foundation. I need more thatch. And looky there. There's some thatch-riddled trees. However, in the fairness of balance, in the interest of fairness, really? He attacks you, but you guys are going to come right after me. You know what? I'm going to leave you to him. What I should do is I should kill you guys and then just run off, but come on. You know how this works. Really? Freaking punching in out of the damn sky. There. Oh my god. I mean, seriously, like, I am seeing more and more ways for this game to kill you and less ways for you to be able to survive it. Don't get me wrong, kind of cool. I mean, I see what they're doing. I get the idea. But seriously, if you thought there was 100 ways to die in the West, well, you ain't seen jack shit yet. Right. However, that said, I will say that at the very least they do have the farms working at a fairly reasonable pace, in my opinion. Okay. So there's a dilo over there, but that's alright because... So I want the foundation. I need the foundation as well. I'm actually trying to say here. So I know you're hungry, but just give me a second. Boom. Okay. And that's why I'm not too concerned about those dilos. Okay. So I need to come over here and I need to collect some stones. I know I said stones. I was being mildly sarcastic when I said that. I know. Just give me a second. I know I still don't have the campfire either. So this is also a testament to how long you can go without a campfire. And if you're on an online server, 9 times out of 10, I mean, how many random campfires did I just stumble across while I was out there? You can use those campfires. So let's go ahead and collect some berries here. It's not a lot, but at the very least. So as you can see, my hunger stopped at just about 9 off 7 berries. So, you know, 9 divided by 7. It's approximately 1.5, give or take. I just estimate 1 because it doesn't matter if you eat 100 berries. I mean, it's not like you're going to have a hard time collecting more of them. It's just going to be very long, boring, and tedious. I would also like to do some taming videos. So, like, the difference between starve taming and normal taming. Because I honestly think the starve taming goes faster. I mean, you're talking a difference of probably about like 5 or 10 minutes, but I still think it goes faster. Especially if you have something set, especially if you have the taming stuff set higher than normal, because you don't actually have to starve them fully in order for them to tame all the way. I mean, you really just got to get them down to like 25%. So I don't know how many berries we've got, but hopefully it's about... So... Oh, okay. This should be good. Should be a little over half. Because that was like 50... Well, probably about 60. About 60 berries. Give or take. Damn, raptor. Can't do nothing with him there. So... Ooh. I've got enough to craft it. What's this one that I have? That's just the regular one. So this does 10... 25, 8, and 15. This does 16, 36, 11, and 17. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and craft this one. And then swap that out. See, I wish you could demolish items, like, from your inventory. And, like, sort of get back some of the stuff that you lost crafting them. So I can get 2 walls out of that. And then I will need more thatch. Well, thatch and fiber. Really? Okay. So at the very least, I need at least 3 walls. Gotta have 3 walls. And that's broken. And shit. Freaking raptor. Fortunately, they're chasing after a freaking dragonfly. Unfortunately, that damn dragonfly doesn't want to go away. While I'm here, might as well collect some fiber. While I wait for the raptor and Dilo to figure out how to catch a dragonfly. Or at the very least, wait for the damn dragonfly to leave my base alone. Really? Now, like, everything is getting in on this action? Okay. And then... six. Much better. So, what do I need? Okay, cool. I have enough to make 3. I don't need 4. The 4th one we can save for that. So I'm short on... Now here's the thing. That is... So it's got to be the wood, yeah. I'm missing some wood for that. Fortunately, my wood gathering tool is still functioning. No! Okay. I was worried that might damage my foundation. Okay, so we'll craft that. Now, I still need the hide for this. But, at the very least, I have a crap shack that I can log off in. So, there. 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 Alright. Now what do I need for a roof? I need quite literally everything. Actually, I can repair that. While that's repairing, we'll go get some more wood. Some more thatch. Okay, so I might not upload this all as one, because I mean, we're talking, this has been like 2.5 hours at this point. But man, actually, that's what I love about stuff like this, is as you get closer and closer towards the end, you're just like, man, how long have I... Holy heck, I've been playing for almost 3 hours. You know? Like, that's so awesome. You know? Yeah, okay, we had 2 deaths. But that's just gonna happen. I mean, there's really nothing you can do about it. Man, I need more... Oh, of course, because I only got berries from that last bush. Damn it. Go away. I have enough to make a spear. I'm missing enough. I'm missing more fiber. Of course, I'm going to be missing a lot more fiber as soon as I get... I think he just got me from behind the hut. Here's what it looks like. Yeah. Really? 3 of them now? This is where a bow would come in really handy. But this is also part of the reason why I built this thing the way I built it. Female, male. So I need to kill the female first. It's taking some mild damage. Let the female run off too. Somehow she managed to get behind me. The good news being that they can't really do a lot of damage to me. The bad news, of course, is that they are mildly doing damage to me. Of course. Do you know what I died from? I died from punching them. So we're going to do a random respawn. Conveniently, right outside someone's base. Right next to the obelisk. Thank you for the ramp, dude. More life or death creatures. So, naturally, I'm going to have to redo all of that. More or less. Unless, of course, I can figure out where the heck I was at. Which actually should be fairly easy, all things considered. Let my stamina recharge. I know I shouldn't be running while it's hot, but I'm not far from a water supply. There's someone's Jurassic Park base. And naturally, I didn't shut my phone off. Kind of strange there. Whatevs. Is that far in? Maybe I was back over there a little bit. I was definitely near some water. So yeah. See all the random foundations? These are where people would normally put like sleeping bags. You just throw down the foundation and chuck a sleeping bag on it. But me, I plan on not littering the landscape, so I was going to delete mine. Well, sadly, guys, it looks like I'm going to have to cut this without building in hut. I can build it. I have the ability to build it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build it, but I'm going to end this video here and build it, and then the next time I'm playing, well then, that will be the, damn it. So like I legit cannot run right now. Doing so would be inviting death. And if actually I could find my old body, which I really regret dying because of course that schematic is actually pretty cool. Oh, god damn it. Well, what did you want me to do? Just stand there and get attacked by a freaking ant? I need to rebuild my damn stamina. If you're tired or hungry, I mean if you're dehydrated or hungry, your stamina won't regenerate. It also doesn't regenerate if you are hot, like overheating hot, so like when that little fireball, the little one turns into a massive one, it won't regenerate. And when you're quite literally freezing to death. I don't even remember which direction I went. And of course, without a marker on the map to tell me, hey, here's where you are, there's no way I can tell which way I was. I'm going to head back down here to the shore and then get ourselves a drink. Oh, thank God I'm freaking... Cold is better than hot. So that's it for me for the day, guys. I'm out of here, and to that I'm gonna say